Welcome aboard Bus 1. We're on our way to Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, Australia, and we've got some time to kill. Let's play some trivia. Contestants, introduce yourselves.
What's up, everyone? It's Aidan.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Dante. Sorry.
I'm the offer you can't refuse.
I panicked.
Welcome aboard the bus, you guys.
What is Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, Australia?
Wagga.
Is that it?
Wagga.
That's where we're headed.
Classic.
Welcome aboard the bus. On this bus, in this house, we play trivia. And these are the rules of it. In level 1, the points are worth 1 point. The questions are worth 1 point. In level 2, they're worth 2. And in level 3, they're worth 3. We're doing a buzzer. So whoever buzzes in first and answers correctly gets the points. We do have a challenge rule. Once in this episode, I will give a fake answer to one of my questions. Every player will have one opportunity to challenge what I reveal as the correct answer. If the player correctly guesses which is the fake answer, they are awarded 3 points. If they incorrectly challenge a true answer, they lose 3 points. Multiple players may challenge the same question. No searching for answers online.
Don't even think about
And we do have some multiple choice questions, but I'm forcing you to wait to buzz in until I read all the choices because I worked hard on some of the fake choices and you have to listen to them.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone want to guess the topic?
So say the town one more time. Wagga Wagga.
It's
Awa?
it's not.
That's
It might
relevant.
help you, but
They like
Wagga
South-
Wagga, New South Wales, Australia.
They liked South Wales so much that they made a new one.
Yeah, have you heard of New York?
Yeah, but that's
Wait
not like
until you
New
hear
South
about New
York.
London.
Like,
Is it?
That's
Have
in
you
New
said
Zealand.
any hints other than the town name? Is it that you're eating a Ricola? Does that have to do with where we're headed?
Ooh, that would
Or
be
the
good.
topic?
sucking
Yeah.
on that Ricola.
Alec,
Sucking on that
Um,
ricotta.
Suck on
Today's
cheese.
sucking
topic.
on that
Today's topic is a
cheese.
big get. I really
big
claimed this
get?
topic.
Oh.
Today's topic is comedy.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
That's so.
Does that mean we have to stop recording the podcast? Or it's just not funny?
Yeah, I think we should be as.
The rest of the episodes after this have to be extremely serious. Comedy stops here.
This is the last ha-has we can have.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we better howl.
so take it in.
Man.
And
It'd
with
be-
that,
it
I
would
do have an
be-
additional rule,
Oh.
and that's whoever makes me laugh the hardest during this
Oh,
episode
no.
will get a bonus 2 points.
No, the pressure is on.
You know what's? Yeah, you know
And
what's
if you're trying really
awkward?
hard, it might backfire because it might
Right.
be cringy.
Right, that's
Right.
That's
I'm just not gonna
exactly what's
try.
gonna happen.
Right now
Right,
that we
so-
said we have to be
but I'll
funny,
forget,
this
you know?
episode's gonna suck.
It's gonna be terrible.
No, it'll be good.
It's just
No, it's
gonna be.
it'll be
hilarious
good.
It's
because
gonna
I
be
don't
us
even try.
staring at a wall.
Have you ever heard like comedians talk about comedy like it's the most like serious thing on earth? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
their life depends on like the structure of a joke.
You mean
That's how we have to
Wait, hold on.
do this
I'm sorry.
episode.
Is
There's
your
nothing funny about comedy.
is your
true.
point that comedians who make a living doing comedy act like their life depends on the structure of said
Take their
comedy?
job seriously?
Mm.
Yes. That's my point.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Okay. Round 1 is the history of comedy.
Ooh.
God.
What? What was the
Okay.
first joke?
Good segue, Cameron.
Uh-oh.
Let me get the buzzer ready.
Oh my god. Is this one multiple choice?
This one is not multiple choice.
Oh, good.
Thank you for asking. Question 1. One of the world's oldest written jokes dates back to 10th century Britain. Buzz in to guess the punchline. It goes, what hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before? Aidan.
Oh my god. Well, you know the obvious. There's the one I'm thinking of
Say
that
it.
I think everyone's thinking of, but I think
What-
it's
what do you
wrong.
mean?
So
Say it, Aidan.
I'm gonna go
I don't know what you're talking about.
sword.
Sword is incorrect, but I like what you're doing. Cameron.
I'm going wiener.
Ew, gross. Get your mind out of the gutter, Cameron. Why would they even think that? That is incorrect.
I haven't even
Dante,
buzzed
do you
in
have a
because I have that. I mean, like, what other options?
What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before?
Oh, I got it. I actually got it.
Dante, you gotta
Aiden,
give us
the
a
answer's
guess.
not wiener.
Okay. Poked a hole. Is it like a? It's got something that can poke. What can poke? Finger. He can poke a
lot of
finger.
things can poke.
Did they have like early 2000s Facebook in 18th century or 10th century England or whenever this took place? Maybe it's like a poke.
Yeah.
It's a finger. It's because he chopped off the hand of someone else, and when you chop off a hand, you like tie it around your belt or whatever. It's a hand.
Roughly around thigh line.
Severed
It's a
hand.
hand.
That's what I'm going with.
Ooh. No.
Dang it.
Aidan,
Is it a button?
it's not a button.
I really thought I had
That-
it.
Alec, I have
That
another
kind of
guess.
makes sense. You
Yeah,
mean like on your fly?
Like it goes through the same hole and
Yo,
Okay.
where?
Like you're
how
wearing
do
like
you
cargo pants or
lower
something?
your buttons.
If you have cargo pants,
If you have
I
drop
don't.
Yeah,
crotch
cargo
cramps.
pants were all the rage in 10th
If
century.
you have
Britain.
assless chaps.
No. You don't.
Okay.
What?
Does anyone have any more guesses?
Yes, Alec, I have another guess.
Go for it.
Wiener.
That's
everybody said, get your mind out of the gutter,
Cameron, if you keep going on like this, we're going to have to mark this episode explicit.
Fuck, shit, balls, fuck, shit. Balls.
Okay. The answer is a key. What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before? It's a key.
hilarious.
I get it.
That's so funny they wrote it down.
That's more like a Sphinx riddle than a joke.
That's
Well, I guess
not-
the
I know,
joke
right?
is that it's
Sphinx
not a
riddle?
wiener, right? Is
If
that
you
the
told
joke?
me, if you told me that
The
was
joke is that it's
from-
not a wiener.
That they like, we got you.
If you told me that was like a modern day British joke, honestly, I would have believed you.
Yeah. The hint
well,
was that
it
this
is
was
because-
ancient Britain. So they're not funny.
Yeah. Hear that, Joe? You're not
I do
funny.
like
Nothing's
British comedy, but
You like British comedy?
it's very different. Yeah.
Do,
Oh,
by
have you seen
different-
British Ghosts? That's
Do you
a
be,
good
by
show.
different,
What?
do you mean just unfunny?
Is it just like
No,
Charles
they have some good
Dickens?
shows.
Is it
You ever
like-
see 8 out of 10 Cats does comedy?
Monty Python?
I don't
Monty
think cats
Python.
can do
That's like
comedy.
World
Fam, you
renowned.
haven't seen 8 out of 10 Cats? Oh, it's so good.
Okay, question 2. This one's also not multiple choice. What is the difference between a joke and a bit? Cameron.
A joke has a single punchline that is the like apex. A bit is a continuous, routine done in the pursuit of comedy, and it can have, there could be multiple punchlines.
The pursuit of comedy.
So artful.
Okay, I'm going to let the other two answer and see if someone may be closer.
I'm just gonna be more not ambiguous like Cameron was, and I'll give examples. So
That's
the
not
first-
what he asked, though.
A
He asked what
joke.
the
I feel like
difference
a
is.
joke is.
If
just
we're giving examples,
words.
I can do that all
like
day.
a joke is just words. It's something you say, right?
just words.
Like the deliver. It's like it's
This
there,
guy's
but the
never heard of
bit.
physical comedy.
The bit is the physical comedy. So when you're doing a bit, you're like, hey, I'm doing a bit. I'm like, it's all about being in the moment. Like,
See, Aidan,
poking
if
fun
you
at
just said that in a vacuum, I'd be so confused.
See, I'm just doing a bit.
You said you were trying to be less vague than Cameron, but I think you were in fact more vague.
Dante,
somehow.
I'm doing a bit though.
Oh,
I'm doing
okay.
a bit.
He was doing a bit right there.
That's true.
Wait,
But
but
it
Then I do
doesn't
a
help me
little bit.
understand the
You can't-
difference between a joke and a
can't-
bit.
Joke's verbal
You
bit
can't.
is
A definition is
Dante,
not just an
what is a
example
bit?
of a thing.
What even is a bit?
I would say a bit. Let me think. A bit. A bit. A bit
Let me
is
think
like.
of it.
binary data.
Man, my brain is really not working today. This is an awful day for thinking. Okay, I would say a joke. I like Cameron's answer of like has a punchline. That's where it stops.
Okay,
I think
fine.
the joke
Yeah,
has
no.
like it has to have a context. No, I don't like whatever answer I'm gonna
Okay,
come
that's
up
fine.
with.
No, I'm going to give it to Cameron. I just wanted to see what you guys said.
Yeah.
But a bit's a
Cameron
bit.
was pretty close to what I have, which is that in general, a bit is like a recurring collection of jokes, like
right.
centered around one idea, whereas a joke is usually like kind of on its own, stands by itself. But comic Austin Rodriguez says, a bit is a joke usually amongst a select group of people played with some sincerity. A bit is a comedic take on a reality.
Ooh,
It's like a.
this is
so it's
getting
like
deep.
There's your comedian being a philosopher.
Yeah.
It's like a
Comedic
bit.
take on
Yeah.
reality. That's a great just turn of phrase.
Yeah, I like that. That's why
I'm gonna get
Well,
that.
to you.
I want that on my headstone.
Cameron Kuiper.
A comedic takeover.
That's so good.
That's
Okay.
kinda sad.
Point goes to Cam.
Good job,
And
Cam.
no one got the point on that first one.
No.
And also keep your own
Frick.
points.
I need a pan.
Question 3. Dante's Divine Comedy,
That me.
aka La Commedia, is an epic poem which
pronounced
traverses
comida.
Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso,
Those
which are hell, purgatory, and heaven.
You know, fun fact.
Why is this called a comedy?
You see, I answered without actually, or buzzed in without actually knowing an answer. So here we go.
he's doing a bit again?
You have to talk.
Yeah,
That's the rule.
so you know how like a bit is like a bit, and it's over a course of multiple things.
You're trying to say that Dante's Divine Comedy is a bit?
It's just a running bit.
Just a
honestly.
super long
That's-
bit. That's why the entire thing is in italics. It's all
No,
sarcastic.
my actual answer is because it's not a tragedy. I remember learning about this in English class, and I can't remember it for the life of me. But
Okay. I honestly like the theory that Divine Comedy is a bit.
it's just a
Dante.
whole bit.
I think.
Dante, what is your comedy? Why is it your comedy?
Man, I wish I knew anything about. You'd think because it's my namesake, I would know anything about it, but I don't.
Are you telling me you didn't write this bit?
Wait, are you telling me you're named after Dante?
Of
Dante's
who else?
Inferno?
What other famous
mean-
Dantes do you know?
A
On
Ninja
Dante.
Turtle?
That's not.
That's a
Nope.
There's
that
not a
means
Ninja
walking
Turtle
speed.
named Dante.
That's is that a tempo?
that's walking
It
tempo.
is.
Dante.
The
On
most famous
Dasher,
Dante.
on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Dante, on Blitzen.
Wow.
Whoa. Now that was
Terrible.
what we call a joke
Is it?
because we don't need to hear any more.
It's not a bit.
Because if it continues.
But, however, making Dante puns would be a bit.
I like this.
Guys, we're dangerously close to doing a bit right now.
Yes,
we better be
that-
Okay,
Ladies and
okay.
gentlemen,
What makes Dante's Inferno a comedy? Well, not just the Inferno. All three of them, right?
All three of them. Dante's Divine Comedy.
I would say it's a comedy because it's like it's a comedy about. It's like if he was like, oh, people, you think that life is bad, hell even worse, and that's the joke. It's like, haha,
Well, aren't
fools.
comedies...
It's like one of those juxtapositions.
It's like
Alec,
things
I
are
have-
only going to get
That's a
worse
good
for
word.
you because you're all going to hell. I don't know anything about this book.
Sorry,
Okay.
like,
Alec, I
comedies
have-
aren't always funny.
I would,
Cameron
well,
has the definitive answer ready.
yes,
What
and
is it?
Aidan just kind of alluded to it. Comedies in like original classic literature are not funny; they're tragic. That's the whole point.
Is that true?
I think
Hmm.
that's a
I think that's
tragedy,
not
Cameron.
true. I think that's false.
That's what a tragedy
But
is.
comedy, I
No,
do
no, no,
remember,
no, no, no,
like,
no.
comedies
No, no, no.
aren't necessarily funny.
Do you want to? Do you want to try again?
I think I'm on.
Cameron,
a
you're
real path.
speaking like an AI that's like heard words about this fact but doesn't know the actual like. meaning.
No. Comedies do not necessarily need to be funny
Wait,
in
This
like
sounds like
classic
Cameron's making an
literature.
excuse.
I think I know the answer.
I'm pretty sure that a comedy
As a team, you're all coming closer
Yeah.
as a
to the answer
Thank you.
a comedy
on each other.
just doesn't need to be funny, and I'm pretty sure the Greek comedies were just like everyone died
Well,
in the
I
end.
think.
Well, Dante
I think-
is not Greek.
Yes, I
He's
know.
Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian and Puerto Rican. I think the divine.
That's
It's
so
called
funny.
the divine comedy because it's like it's God's joke on us.
Ooh.
Life,
Oh,
which is a tragedy.
Right?
life is
It's like-
life
Wow.
is God's joke.
Yeah.
So Aidan says it's a bit. You say it's a joke.
Well, but
I say
think the
it's a
source
tragedy.
is the thing I'm differentiating
Life is
myself
God's
with.
bit on us.
Okay.
Is this just real life, or is
Okay,
it God's
I think it's
divine
time
comedy?
to reveal the correct answer.
Can I just? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay, I'm giving it to none of you, but Cameron was almost right.
See, I'm not crazy.
You were almost right, but you said like the opposite of what the answer is.
Tragedies can be funny.
No, which is okay. In some sense, at this point in history, a comedy was just like the opposite of a tragedy.
Is that not
So-
what I said though?
No, that is
said it was
not
a
what
bit.
you
I
said.
said it was a bit, and then I said my real answer is it's just not a tragedy. Play the clip.
Okay.
Play the clip.
Per Encyclopedia Britannica, the 4th century Latin grammarian Donatus distinguished comedy from tragedy by the
Donatus.
simplest terms. Comedies begin in trouble and end in peace, while tragedies begin in calm and end in tempest.
Yeah.
Tempest.
That's good.
However, that's actually not the original use of comedy. You probably are thinking, like, what about, like, ancient Greek comedy?
Yeah.
No, it
What
was
about
actually, like,
ancient
made
Greek
to be
comedy?
funny. Like, ancient Greek comedy was made to, like, be lighthearted and amusing, like how we think of comedy now. And it wasn't until later on when this Latin guy, like, kind of solidified the idea that a comedy is just something that ends in a happy place, basically. So the reason Dante's Divine Comedy is called a comedy is because it starts in hell and ends in heaven.
Ooh.
They start
The
touring
worst
hell and
place to the
then go
best
through purgatory
place.
and then end in heaven. So that's why he called it a comedy. So
So it's not a bit though.
it's, I mean, we don't really know Dante. Maybe he was writing it as a bit, but
I did
Dante,
write it
were
as a
you
bit.
writing it?
Yep.
Dante, was it a bit?
It's a bit. It's a long bit.
All right. Okay. 1 point to Aidan.
What were the
Big
3
bit.
again? What were the 3?
What?
Let's keep going through the history of comedy. Question 4. Puns, or jokes that rely on wordplay, are present in many of Shakespeare's works. In Romeo and Juliet, Mercutio says, "Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man." What is the greater context that makes this line a pun? Aidan.
He dies the next day or that day. I think he
He
dies
is
like right after
dying.
he
That's
says
correct. Those are his dying words.
Aidan buzzed in before the question was done.
Yeah, it's not
Which is
multiple choice.
the whole audience, when they heard that, they all slapped their knee.
They were
That's
like,
how good that
and then he-
line was.
Collectively, one slap, one loud slap.
That's how audience. That's how applause was invented. Is everyone slapping their knees?
They
Okay.
were laughing so hard.
Everyone was ham boning.
They're all ham boning.
Everyone was doing the.
In Victorian England.
Go Patrick. Go Patrick.
When do you think Shakespeare was alive, Dante?
In England, I will rescind my
Victorian
Victorian.
England.
I don't know anything about history.
Renaissance.
Oh. What's the difference between Victorian and Renaissance?
Well, Victorians when Queen Victoria was
Okay,
around.
when
and
was she
Renaissance
around?
was when
I
Queen
think about like
Rena-
300-400
Renee.
years. The Renaissance.
But
was
actually,
the time.
so the pun, that pun, and other puns in Shakespeare's works were not actually meant to be funny, because the thinking at the time was not so much that puns were jokes, but that they were like the
Foreshadowing.
stamp of a good wordsmith. Like, oh, if you're a good writer, you can craft like a clever pun, and it's not necessarily supposed to be funny,
I don't know.
which is why it's not.
I mean, it is, I think
Why
it
it's
is funny.
a joke, not a bit.
We can't keep doing this.
I don't know.
This bit is not funny.
Okay. We're here we are, the end of the history of comedy.
That's it.
We've come
Today.
far.
Question 5. Which classic joke is the ancient Greek poet Eutychides best known for? A. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? B.
Do you mean Eutychdes?
How do you like your haircut?
He's nuts.
It's definitely not Eutychides.
C. How long should a man's legs be?
Is these
Long
nuts
enough
better
to reach
be
the
one of
ground.
the options?
D. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Cameron,
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
gonna
I wasn't listening to any of the options because after you said Eutychides, my mind could only focus on that.
I'm gonna
are
say
you
it
talking
wasn't
about?
ground beef because I don't think the Greeks had a concept of ground beef.
That's some good sleuthing there, Cameron.
I don't know if Greeks had chickens either. I don't. I mean,
They did have chickens.
if I'm going real roundabout here, the part of the quote unquote Mediterranean diet is eating lots of chicken and fish. So, considering Greece is on the Mediterranean,
They may have had chickens.
They
they
definitely
may
had
have
chickens.
I don't know where
And beef.
chickens originally come from as like a creature.
I think Plato invented
Wait, what
them.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
It has to be the egg.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what's
we
your
solved
answer
it.
to this question?
I think my answer is the long legs one.
Okay. Cameron says C. That is incorrect.
Wait.
That one was actually from Abraham Lincoln.
Wait, what did he
Wait,
say?
hold on.
What
You're
was
telling
it?
me
What did
that
he-
they get to know what was incorrect?
I think
Yeah,
it's,
you buzzed in first. That's the risk of buzzing in first.
I think it's chicken, Alec.
Wait, can you tell me the Abraham Lincoln joke? Because again, I didn't listen to any
How
of them.
long should a man's legs be? Long enough to reach the ground.
That's good. Abe was a
That's an
Abraham
Abraham Lincoln
funny.
quip.
He had a funny bone.
He's a wordsmith.
Aidan, you're going with why did the chicken cross the road?
Exactly.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
I didn't look up who wrote that one. I don't know if we know where that one came from.
The egg.
Can you read me the two?
Hilarious.
Can you read me the
Okay,
last
so
two
the
ones?
last two options are B, how do you like your haircut? In silence. Or D, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
There's no way.
There's no way it's
there's
either
no
of those
way
two.
any of these came from. When was you?
Is this the
you
challenge
Lickadies
question?
around? I'm challenging.
You look at these
look at
nuts.
ancient Greece.
Yeah, I'm challenging this. I don't think you
Honestly,
you don't think he wrote
existed.
those? You don't think they got haircuts in ancient
No,
Greece?
they. How could
No.
they? They just ate
Wait,
their hair.
scissors,
They
A
just,
knives.
knife. A
Dante.
knife.
Get him to
How do you like
say
your
what
hair,
the
Ethan?
actual answer is, and then we'll all
Okay,
challenge.
fine.
with
I
you
will
look
guess-
at
I'm not.
these
I
nuts.
don't
I'm not
think
joining this
ground
fucking
beef.
bandwagon.
You think it's ground beef? No.
You
It was
look at
actually the
these
haircut
nuts.
one. I tried to lead you there. So the setup for this one is that the king asked the court barber,
Who's the king?
how do you like your haircut? The king replied in silence.
But who's the king?
It's a joke about how no one likes people when they talk when you get your haircut.
There's no way
What?
that there's
And that's
someone named
stands the test of
Eulipides
time.
out there.
That's
You
why
look
he
at
was a
these-
comedian.
You look at these nuts.
He played
I guess.
the long game. He was making that joke, but no one got it for thousands of years until today.
It's a bit. It was a bit.
It was a bit.
That's
Okay.
a bit. I'll give you that. That's a bit.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
That's a pretty good
Can't
bit. You look
believe-
at Eve.
I have to be honest. I do hate when people try to talk when I get a haircut, which is like off brand for me. I'm a very social
What?
person, but I don't like
I
talking.
don't mind if it's like you can
Depends
have
on
good
my mood.
conversations when you're having your haircut.
Okay, well, that's the end of the history of comedy.
That was quite the
No
journey.
more.
there's
No
no
more
more.
to be established ever.
So as a little buffer, I thought I'd ask a little question about a personal question from you.
Uh-oh.
Is there a joke or a bit you learned as a kid that you still say to this day?
Ooh,
Yes.
So my example answer,
I have one.
a lot of them come from my dad because he just lives
Yeah,
by
100%.
doing bits.
Yeah.
And one of them is the like someone will say like, "Oh, I can't I did not write down an example." of this. but he'll say something like, we're headed to Chesterfield, and he'll be like, "Oh, I went to high school with Chesterfield." It's always I went to high school with, and then something that sounded like it could be a name.
Oh, so it'll be
That's
like,
it.
hey, where are you going for on the holiday break? You're like, I'm Washington D.C., and it'll be like, I went to high school with Washington D.C.
I went to
Does that work?
but it would be funnier than that.
Okay, it's all in the delivery, I guess.
Or another great bit is does your face hurt? Because it's killing
Ooh,
me.
that's a classic.
Oh,
That's
a classic.
classic. That's just a joke. I guess.
My dad joke that I will. This was a thing my dad used to do a ton when we were little, and then we like didn't do it for a while, and now I will do it to him, and it's like he never expects it, which is brings me
Nice.
so much joy when I can like dad joke the dad.
Son joke.
Be like when everyone says like they feel, or they'll be like, "Ooh, I feel like chicken," or like for dinner, or like, "Oh, I kind of feel sick." He'll just like go up to you and like he'll just like put his hand on your shoulder or something and just like feel that part of your body, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you do feel like chicken."
That's so
That's
good.
good.
It's a good one.
I've never heard of that.
a good
That's
one.
really good.
And you can do it very subtly, and they're usually like,
Yeah.
"Why are you touching me?"
You do feel like Qdoba.
Yeah.
Any bits from Cam or Aidan, or are you guys just
I got
like,
a couple.
not funny?
A lot from my dad. One I started. So we started making your mom jokes a lot.
I don't
And
think.
Your dad made your mom jokes?
Well, everyone makes them now except my mom because she hates them. But my dad will high five you if you say your mom after anything. He'll high five you for it, and
That's
so you
so
can
good.
get him to commit to some stuff. But my favorite bit that like I got from my dad is the movie Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that's a funny place for a piano if you're like trying to distract someone. So it's always like at dinner or something when you like wants to steal some of your food. He'll go, "Hey, that's a funny place for a piano," and and then you'll look, and then he'll get you while your eyes are away. So that's a solid bit.
I don't remember that. I don't even know if I've seen
I was waiting
all
for
of
this to come around and be a your mom joke at the end of
No,
it, and I
no.
was very confused.
Hey, your mom.
That's a funny place to
for
stoop,
me.
you know. Your mom.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Interesting take. Also, I feel like dads are the only people who should be making your mom jokes, like to their children. Like that's the only, if it's like I did your mom
It's like-
joke, you know, it's like,
Oh.
When I am a father, I will absolutely be making jokes to my kids. Be like, yo, I slept with your mom.
Ew.
Ew.
If you were my dad, I would say, ew, dad. Gross.
Dad, I don't want to hear about that.
What's your favorite bit, Cameron?
I don't think my dad told jokes. Really, my grandpa
Doesn't have to be
did.
from your
that
dad.
makes
I never said.
my dad's a very funny guy, but generally, and maybe this is like a cultural
Alex, like,
thing for the
defending his
East
dad.
Coast. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff I got from my
Some people
family.
have serious dads. It's okay.
No, my dad is the opposite of
My
serious.
dad is
but
not.
like
But he never told a joke. Only
one of the
bits.
things, like
it just looked funny.
like I guess I got from
Some.
my family was just belittling people with nicknames as humor. So it'd be like, "Yo, what's up, you fucking loser?" Like
I feel like you could do a lot better. Like
that explains a
personalized-
lot, Cameron.
it's like
at
you
least
walk in and it's like you
personalize
walk
it,
into a
right?
place and insult someone, and that's the joke.
Yeah, really,
That
very
is some
nuanced.
serious.
I think that's a bit.
It's a very East Coast thing.
that is a bit.
No, I'm
Is it
like,
an East Coast thing? I feel like it's
yeah.
I will say, Cameron, that makes so much sense. That was like one of the things I had to adapt to when I met you was how you do that to people.
I insult people that I care
but
about.
now I come to expect it.
No, I don't know. But it is a very East Coast thing to belittle your friends.
I can,
Like-
I can see that. I'm not from the East Coast, but I believe that.
Yeah, like when I walk into work and I see my work buddies, I'm
You're
like,
like,
"What's
I'm
up?
walking in."
What's up, losers?" Like,
You
how
grab
you
them by
doing?
the balls.
The old dick
Kiss me.
twist.
I think HR would have a field day. You just walked in, you were like, "Gotcha."
Okay, I think we'll go on to round 2 now. Thanks for your bits.
It's-
I will be using some of those. Except for Cameron's.
You're welcome.
that's
Hey,
what Cameron
Alec.
says to his coworkers.
You can have my bits anytime.
What, Aidan? What?
That's a funny place for a piano.
Your mom.
I got all the points. I
dang
got
it.
all the
Oh.
points. He looked away.
Speaking of very funny people, we should go on to round 2.
Yes, please.
Comedians.
Oh, nice.
This one's
See
all
what you
about
did there.
comedians. Okay, question 6. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello solidified their place in the Comedy Hall of Fame with their signature routine, Who's on First? In a round-robin order, give the names of the players in this bit and their field position. The last one standing wins.
Oh, frick. Wait, round robin.
Dante, you're first.
Oh, well, who's on first?
Yeah, so you say 1.
Oh, gnarly. Who's on first?
Aidan, you're next.
What's on second?
I don't know. Is on third.
Okay, back to you, Dante.
I shouldn't have buzzed in first.
I don't know after this.
I don't know any others except for those 3.
There are 8 total.
Oh my god.
Really? What are other Okay,
I think I can remember
What?
one more.
What do we cover? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Who's on
second?
third?
I don't know who's on third.
The
How about-
punchline of the
Is
joke.
Y? Is Y one of them?
Y is one of them.
Okay,
but what is
why-
their position?
Y is shortstop.
No,
Dang it.
incorrect. You're out. You're out.
Frick.
I'm just gonna guess who Y is, and we'll see. Why is it bat?
Y is not at bat.
Casey
Cameron.
at the bat.
Alec, if I remember correctly, in the joke, they then do a sub joke where they just name an actual person who is on the field. And I think they're up to bat.
Did Casey hit the bat?
That's not in the version I have. There's like variations of this, but okay.
So I'm not wrong.
So, well,
Potentially.
I'm talking about the players in the field. So the person at bat is not one of them at all. Okay, we'll go back around. Does
We should
somebody
have
want to guess
Sam
again?
Price.
I'll do
Okay.
another one.
Dante first.
Let's do. What's it to ya? Is playing left field.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
What's it to you?
I was gonna say, what's his name on shortstop?
No.
Well, since
Still
I
haven't
know,
figured out where Y is.
I was going to say, is Y the catcher?
Y is not the catcher. Oh my gosh.
Are you
Going
How
around
do I
again?
know who to give this point to? You've only gotten one.
No,
Is
go around
Y
again until
left
someone gets it.
field- We'll just keep guessing.
Okay.
It's just process
Dante.
of elimination now.
Okay, no Yua is playing is playing umpire. That's you can play
Not
that.
Playing
a
umpire.
position on the
He's
field.
cosplaying as an umpire. No.
Why is pitching?
Why is not pitching?
Okay. Y is in center field.
No. Oh my gosh.
So Aiden's gonna get it if Dante
Here we go.
doesn't.
Dante's gonna be like, ooga booga. Get it.
Oh, I ought to tell ya is first base coach.
So
Why I want to tell you? Nope. Sorry.
Y Iota is just the guy behind
Why
home
you
plate.
wanna?
Why is
Jeez,
why is-
mister.
Why is right field?
No, he's not
Right
right
fielder.
field.
Okay. By process of elimination, Y is left field.
Why is left field?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, but can we go around again and get
I
another
was so
one?
close.
I think we're done with this, but I'll tell you what the other ones are. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base. Why is in left field? Because is in center field. Tomorrow is the pitcher. Today is the catcher. And the shortstop is I don't give a darn.
I
it
don't
right field?
give a darn.
So you were on the right track with like why I oughta or what's it
Yeah,
called?
I was right there.
You're
Yeah, right there. If you were, any way differently correct.
Oh, wow. Well, that's
Today and tomorrow
that's
are weird.
2 points to Cameron somehow.
Who's in right field?
because
Did
I
we do a
got
point check at first round?
We didn't. Do you want to do a point check now?
Yeah, because I don't remember. I don't think I have any points.
It's time for the question 7 point check.
The seventh inning stretch.
brought to you
Synthetic stretch, yeah.
Brought to you by Bugles.
brought to you by
Eat bugle.
Alka-Seltzer.
I don't think I have any points.
I got one.
I got Trey.
Okay, question 7. Jerry Seinfeld is best known for the sitcom Seinfeld, which by its 3rd season was the #1 show on television. What years did Seinfeld air on NBC? Cameron.
I'm going in 1988 to 1996.
Okay, we're going to go by closest.
Thank you.
Aidan.
Oh, is it a range or just the starting year?
The range, what years was
Okay.
it on TV?
1985 to 2002.
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh, I don't have my
Dante.
bass.
The range?
Yeah, the range.
Okay, so 1970 to 2010.
Okay, no. That's not what I meant.
That's what he said, though.
That's my guess. You figure it out.
I'll let you try again with the stipulation that it's the closest to the beginning year and the closest to the ending year.
Dang it. Okay. 1982 to 1989.
82.
I'll give that one to Cameron. It's 1989 to 1998.
Ooh.
Dang.
Dang, Cameron.
It's got
So
the vibes of a
it was-
late
I've never
80s
It
or
was the
90s
90s.
show.
Yeah, it defined the
I
90s.
thought it was way earlier.
Early 90s. Bow,
I still have only seen like one episode.
I've been watching it recently. I had never seen it before, like the last
really
couple
good.
months. It is good.
Yeah, I need to watch it too.
All right, question 8. Bill Cosby.
Uh-oh.
no.
Just
Whoa.
I am not doing
Is a rapist.
I am not doing a question about Bill Cosby. Okay. Andy Kaufman actually preferred not to be called a comedian, but rather a song and dance man.
What?
He was known for his bizarre performances and willingness to provoke negative reactions from audiences. Which one of these routines did Kaufman not perform?
Boy.
A. He often wrestled women, offering $1,000 to any
Ooh.
woman who could pin him. B. He often appeared as lounge singer Tony Clifton, performing Andy's opening act. C. He faked his own death multiple times, only to die of lung cancer for real in 1984.
Why
D.
did you laugh at that?
I don't know. That's just funny.
Good bit. D.
Good
It's a good bit.
Commit
He
to the
took
bit.
an entire D. He took an entire audience of 2,800 out for milk and cookies after a show.
That's just awesome.
Dante.
I'm going with D.
B.
D as in
D.
Dante.
D as in Dante. He did not take an entire audience of 2,800 out for milk and cookies. That's incorrect. He did do that.
What?
And it was in New York.
That's awesome.
And it was in New York. And after, he also invited anyone to meet him on the Staten Island ferry the next morning, where he continued the show.
So funny.
That's such a good bit.
Now that's committing
Can
to
you
a bet.
That is committing to a bet.
Can you read letter B again?
Letter B. He often appeared as lounge singer Tony Clifton performing Andy's opening act.
I don't think he wrestled women.
You don't think he wrestled women?
I do not.
That is incorrect. He did wrestle women.
Oh.
He actually his main routine was like a friend of his that he was wrestling, so it wasn't just like a random woman every time. But he did offer $1,000 to any woman who could pin him.
Dang.
So you got a 50-50 shot, Aidan.
I do. And see, there's one side telling me that's like he's a song and dance man performing as his own, but performing as his own opening act is hilarious. That's so good.
That's a good bit.
I don't think he died of, or like he didn't die of lung cancer in 1984.
You think he's still alive?
Yeah, or something like that. Or he died some other way, like the Staten Island ferry.
Died on the Staten Island ferry.
He jumped off.
Actually, it turns out he's
ferry.
deathly allergic to the nuts that were in the cookies.
C is the correct answer,
Yay!
but he did die of lung cancer in 1984, but he did not fake his death.
Oh, okay.
He never faked his death.
That would be
so the lung
a good
cancer
bit.
just got him for the first time.
But people did think that he was faking his death when he died of lung cancer. And there's still people like claiming that he's still alive, like people that are like quote unquote close to him. Like the girlfriend of his brother like wrote a book in like 2014 that said he's still alive.
But that's playing the
that's
long
all part of
con.
me when I write a whole book to just be like, this guy's still alive.
Nice.
Have you seen the Jim Carrey movie where he plays him?
Yeah, I was going to say Max would not let me talk about Andy Kaufman if I didn't mention Andy and Me, I think is the name of that documentary, about when Jim Carrey played Andy Kaufman, and he claims to have been possessed by Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, it's wild.
And there's like footage from the set of him just like harassing everybody and being like terrible to everyone.
Oh, fun.
But it was part of the bit. So, let's go on to question 9. Norm Macdonald was an iconic Canadian comedian who died of cancer last year. Sorry.
Why are you laughing? He died of lung cancer.
It's the only thing in this.
Norm would have loved this.
The only
And these
thing
questions
that
that's not supposed to be funny, and it's the only thing we're actually laughing at.
That's why it's funny. Okay.
cancer's the comedy killer.
Norm appeared on
Tragedy is
SNL.
comedy.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is a multiple choice one that you have to listen to all of them.
Oh, okay.
Norm appeared on SNL from 1993 to 1998, but was fired. Why was he fired? A. He made too many jokes about O.J. Simpson during the trial. B. He came to set drunk and high every night for 3 weeks straight. C. He punched Lorne Michaels in the groin during a table read. Or D. He missed a show to go gambling in Atlantic City.
Oh my god. These are all so believable.
Yeah.
Cameron.
What years did he say he was on SNL?
1993 to 1998.
Yeah, no one would have given a shit if he missed a show. I think it's because he punched a woman in the groin.
It's not.
He said Lorne
okay.
Michaels,
Let's
not
clarify. Lauren
That's
Michaels
incorrect.
is a man.
Lorne Michaels is a man.
Oh,
Not
I think
Lauren. Lorne.
Lorne.
Oh, I think it's because he punched someone in the groin.
Well, that is incorrect. You fell for my fake answer, idiot.
Seems unnecessary.
I think he missed.
It's endearing, Cameron.
I think he missed a show to gamble.
Aiden thinks he missed a show to go
That's like
gambling
the
in
most
Atlantic City.
tame one. Like he got away with punching Lorne Michaels in the groin. But
That is incorrect. He did notably have a gambling problem for like most of his adult life, but that is not why he got fired.
Haha, addiction is funny.
So the options are O.J. Simpson jokes or showing up
O.J.
drunk.
Simpson jokes or coming to set drunk and high every night for 3 weeks straight.
It's got to be the drunken high. I think he did have a drinking problem. So I think I'm going with that one.
Incorrect.
Wow.
That
It's because
did
the
not
O.J.
happen.
Simpson jokes?
He was fired because one of the NBC producers was friends with O.J. Simpson and told Lorne Michaels that he's just not funny.
Wow,
Because
That's
he kept making O.J. Simpson
wild.
jokes every
saying
week.
Norm Macdonald is not funny is a
Well,
stance.
It was like
He
a
had an
controversial
acquired-
thing at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you
And
mean
he
when
definitely
OJ
pushed-
brutally murdered his ex-girlfriend?
Well,
the
it's
time.
while the trial was going on.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but that's why he got fired.
That's crazy.
I
Wow.
want to be an SNL cat.
Sad.
Hot take, SNL, not that funny.
Depends on
They
the
have-
sketch, honestly.
SNL, I find SNL basically is just the shotgun approach, and they just do every bit to death until one lands every 6 months.
Well, yeah.
Bobby Moynihan.
I mean, if you had like 4 days to write an hour of comedy, how much of it would actually be funny.
Probably none.
100%.
There you go. Let's go on to someone who is funny. Question 10. Taylor Tomlinson found fame after becoming a top 10 finalist on NBC's Last Comic Standing. Since then, she has released 2 Netflix specials. One of her viral bits is about arm floaties and why they are necessary for people who can't swim. What is this bit an analogy for? This is multiple choice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank God.
I like
A, religion. B,
Mm.
taking medication for mental disorders. C, taking medication for erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Or D, using a dating app.
Oh.
Cameron.
I think I heard a joke about the floaties and religion, so that's my answer.
That is incorrect.
Well, I guess someone else was funnier.
Jeez Louise. I know she does a lot of bits about the dating app, but I don't think that's the metaphor, so I'm going to say mental health.
That is correct, Aidan.
Mental health
Her
is
joke
funny.
about arm floaties is about when she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and how it's not that big a deal. You just can't bring you some places unless you take your medication. Just like you can't go to a pool if you can't swim unless you bring your arm floaties.
You can go to a pool if you can't swim.
You can go to a pool, but her part of the bit is
Get in
like
the water, though.
if you
You
know
can
you
still
can't
go in the
swim,
water.
it's a dick move to jump in the deep end and make it everyone else's problem.
That is a good analogy.
This is the philosophy comedian thing coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out Taylor Tomlinson. She's got 2 comedy specials. They're really good.
Pretty funny.
Well, that's the end of round 2. Let's do a score check.
Wait, we're done with round 2 and there's no James Acaster?
There's no James Acaster. I could only pick 5 comedians.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's a
I've got a ton of
short
comedians
list.
that I love.
I'm sorry, I didn't
but
hear enough about Pete Davidson in that portion.
No Pete Davidson. No Skeet in this one. Sorry.
Ski.
I got
That's
5
funny.
points.
5 from
this many.
Aidan.
I also
count them
got
all.
Cinco.
Ooh, 5-5.
Yo Tango Cero.
Settle.
Ooh,
You guys seen that
beautiful.
video?
Nope.
No.
Don't think I need to
Okay.
though.
I watched Princess
Yeah, after
Mononoke
that.
last night and this
Ooh.
night.
That's a great movie. Are you
I
studying
gave it-
up for
It
the
is a good
Studio
movie.
Ghibli
Why
episode?
why did that come up?
I don't know.
Okay.
I gave it 5 stars.
Do you want to do an ad for it? For the ad break?
Yeah. Princess Mononoke, the 1997 classic.
Is that when it came out?
Yeah. It features beautiful animation, a little bit of a confusing story, but really, really good points about colonialism and its effect on nature. It took the world by storm in 1997, and it took my heart by storm today. So, watch Princess Mononoke.
Wow.
It's a Studio Ghibli film. It's a little violent for a Studio Ghibli film, but it's
Animated blood warning.
they don't even show a lot of blood so much as just anytime.
There's definitely some bloody warthogs.
quite a lot
in
of
that
blood.
movie.
Yeah, there are bloody
Yeah.
warthogs, but it's a great movie. I highly recommend everyone watch it. And yeah, you should also watch other Studio Ghibli films because Miyazaki is a really, really talented director and storyteller,
And we're going to have a Studio Ghibli episode some point in the future. So
which I will be hosting.
study up,
Nice.
audience.
But I need to watch the rest of the Studio Ghibli movies.
As much as I love Studio Ghibli, I think that we should kick it to round 3. But this
Nothing
round might
further.
be
Okay.
pretty quick, okay? Here we go. Round 3 is Laffy Taffy jokes.
That's a good one. I like that.
In this round, I'm gonna say a Laffy Taffy joke, and you have to tell me the
my
punchline
God.
to the Laffy Taffy joke.
I hate
Amazing.
Laffy
Here we go. Question 11. What did the horse say when he fell down? Aidan.
Nay.
God,
Incorrect.
That was my answer.
Incorrect. No one else has buzzed. Dante. Oh, sorry. Dante.
He said, okay, I'm gonna amend your prompt by saying, what did the horse say when he got pushed over? Even though that's not what you said, I'm gonna pretend that's what you said. And then he said, hey, stop that, but he spelled it Hay instead of
Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
So your answer is to a different question.
Yeah. If you asked
I made
me
up
about
the
that setup,
It might be
that would
right about that
That's
one.
exactly
But that's
right.
not what he said when he fell down.
Dang it.
Cameron,
What did,
the horse say when he fell down?
Moo.
That's
Alec, I have another
you guys are
one.
supposed to be
I
funny.
have another
That's
one.
rough.
Okay, Aidan, what is it?
You have to say the joke though.
What did the horse say when he fell down?
Ground beef.
What did the horse say when he fell down, Alec?
What did the horse say when he fell down? Help, I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
Oh, that's good.
Very good.
I
Very
want to
good
kill
one.
myself.
That's a life alert
Laffy Taffy
reference.
writers in the studio writing that joke. Okay.
Could that be the TikTok for this episode?
Let's see. Who should get the point for that?
No one. Absolutely.
What? None of us deserve a point.
No one
I've committed
gets
that
that.
I'm giving points out for every question in this round.
Who had the funniest answer?
I'm giving it to Dante because
Thank
he
you.
gave the most Laffy Taffy-esque answer, not to the question I asked, but to a question related to a horse.
To
my
any
first
question
points.
related to horses.
That's 3 points to Dante for
For that.
That's
that.
crazy.
This
So
Charlie
none
and
of
this
this
is why-
mattered before this round.
Yeah, that's why I had Laffy Taffy as round 1, and I was like, nah, this is going to be the big mix-up.
Buckle my
closer.
saddle.
Excuse
All
me?
right, question 12.
You heard me.
Okay.
How do billboards talk?
Wait, the wheels are turning in my brain. Hang on.
Everyone's thinking so
How
hard.
so hard.
That's a great
Points are
question. Alec.
guaranteed.
How do
Say it again, say it
billboards
again.
talk?
How do
Bill-
billboards talk?
Uh,
This one is from a banana Laffy Taffy. If
Oh,
I'm not
actually,
mistaken.
that changes everything.
that does help.
I was really in the strawberry
How
mindset.
do
Bananas are the most
billboards
witty
talk?
of the flavors.
Yeah.
Billboards do.
There's
talk,
something here.
but-
There's
I can't believe no one has buzzed yet.
I have no idea.
Aiden,
With their
how do billboards
mouths.
talk? With their mouths. No, incorrect.
Incorrect.
What does that have to do with billboards?
I don't know. You said someone needed to buzz in.
Cameron.
With advertising.
That is very literal of you. No.
Oh, I guess I gotta buzz in.
Dante, how do billboards talk?
They go, "Hi, my name is Bill. Today we will be talking about European history,
I'm kind of bored.
etc." Get it? Get
Yeah.
it? Because they're Bill and
He's
they're
Bill,
bored.
he's bored. Oh.
You think they would print out that
tried.
whole thing on a Laffy Taffy
And they
wrapper?
put a picture of a guy named Bill, too.
They would say, etc., etc. You get it.
Okay.
How do billboards talk?
How do billboards talk?
Like an old-timey snake oil salesman.
Okay.
Like an
the
announcer
hint-
from the
The hint
1950s.
another
with
go.
this,
Give us another
the
go.
hint with this, yeah, I'm giving it another go. But the hint with this and every Laffy Taffy joke is that it's just a pun about.
Right. I'm trying to
the
think
setup.
of billboard puns, but like...
Yeah.
How do billboards talk?
Oh, Alex, sign language.
Yes, it's sign language.
Oh.
Congrats,
That's
Cameron.
Well done, Cambo.
I knew you could do it. 3
I
points.
wasn't so sure.
Yeah.
Sign language.
So good.
So stupid.
Okay. Question 13. Why do shoemakers go to heaven?
Oh.
Dante.
Because they have so many souls. And God is like, hey, I need those. Stop stealing all my souls. I need
You
those
should,
guys
you should
up
stop
here.
expanding upon
Yeah,
it.
these
You should
guys-
stop.
these guys
you were,
up here.
you were
Get
really
it,
close
get-
at the beginning.
I'm gonna
You should stop
kill you.
expanding.
You bring all your souls with you, and then I'll have all the souls, and I'll send
They
you
hold a
back.
gun to God's head.
Put that verbatim on the
I
wrapper.
think you had it, but you maybe walked yourself back out of it. It's got to fit underneath the flap of a wrapper.
You
It's
just
got to
write
be
really
like
small.
one line.
How long are Laffy Taffies?
That was
What if this is
there
one of the
was
extra
no
longs?
punctuation in that statement.
Yeah, this was on a
Like-
jumbo Laffy Taffy.
Jumbo.
I'm still going to give it to you, Dante.
Yeah,
'cause
that's right.
the answer is they have good souls.
Good. Oh, they have good souls.
Why
gonna
do
say,
shoemakers go to
save
heaven?
your
They have
souls.
good souls.
And a lot of them, and a lot of souls.
Because they're really
They're good.
demons who
Gotta
collect
catch
them.
them all. Gotta catch them
They have good and right. That's what I'm saying. They're demons. They were put here by God to collect souls.
Yeah, that's what Dark Souls is.
God
based on.
only challenges his strongest soldiers.
Dark Souls is all shoemakers. Shoemaker simulator.
Soldiers.
Soldiers.
Ooh.
War crimes.
Question 14. When do you stop at green and go at red?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. All I could hear is Cameron saying war crimes and then silence. So did you read the question again?
Question 14. When do you stop at green and go at red? Cameron.
When you're colorblind.
That is the kind of anti-joke that I might expect to read in a Laffy Taffy, but that's not right and not on the right track.
When do you stop at green and go at red?
When do you stop at green and go at red?
I only did that because I just wanted to point out once again that Logan's colorblind.
Ooh. Oh,
Aidan.
When green stops breathing.
When you stop at green, when green stops.
Yeah, because you go at red, you know.
Oh,
What?
When
so you're
stop...
beating up the colors in this situation?
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Aiden's committing assault, is what he's saying.
Classic
And potential
Aidan.
battery.
Dante,
Okay.
when do you stop at green and go at red?
I'm gonna say when these colors are on the menu at Buffalo Wild Wings because they're less hot. Flavors are green, and they go up to way to red as being the hottest.
I don't
and
think you've
everyone
ever
knows,
had
you skip the you skip the
You've
bottom
never
ones
had a
because they're like
Laffy
not that
Taffy.
good.
You've never had
and
a
then
Laffy Taffy.
and then wait, there's still going here. And then the red ones are the hottest,
running.
which everyone
Gotta
knows when
fit
you,
on
eat
a wrapper,
really,
Dante.
when you eat really spicy
Would
food.
this fit on a
your
wrapper?
bowels,
Yeah, the Dante-sized
you poop a
Laffy
lot,
Taffy.
right? You have
Your poop
the
flap.
This
butt
wrapper has like
water.
multiple flaps that unfold. It's like a scroll. And it ends with poop water.
The secrets.
Yeah.
The secrets to the
Okay.
universe.
No.
The dragon
Sorry.
scroll.
Let's try again. The hint for this one is it's kind of like a riddle. It's more like a riddle than like a poem.
It's a riddle
That's why we're
taffy.
failing so bad.
When do you stop at green and go at red? Imagine Gollum asking this to Bilbo Baggins in the cave.
That does not help me even in
It's
the
a riddle.
slightest.
Dante.
Oh wait, Gollum. Stop it, green. Go.
Forget I said that. I'm throwing you
Okay,
off track.
so
I can tell.
in the second movie of the Lord of the Rings franchise,
No.
Actually, I remember this.
So Gandalf fights the Balrog, right?
You have to scan a QR code on the back of your Laffy Taffy to see the answer to this joke written out.
actually, the Laffy Taffies used to come. You know when you go to a museum and they give you like the little like MP3 audio hookup things with the headsets.
It comes with a guided tour.
Yeah, it came with a guided joke explanation. Stop at green, go at red.
Aidan,
When you're eating a tomato.
when you're eating a tomato,
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
not-
because when it's
I'm
green,
gonna give it to you, Aidan.
Don't eat
That
it.
is close. It's when you're eating a watermelon.
Oh.
I get
That's
it.
not
when
a
you
joke,
eat the
though.
red part of the watermelon, it's so much water, it's so much
go.
liquid that you have to pee.
Yeah.
Melon.
Yeah,
That's when you go.
a piss melon.
No,
I pee on watermelons
also
I'm
not
not
what I
sure.
meant.
exclusively.
So Aidan gets 3 points for knowing when to stop at green and go at red. The final question of the game is the peak of our comedy journey. Here it is.
This is the pinnacle of comedy.
Here it is, everyone. We found it. Question 15. Did you hear the joke about the toilet? That's it. That's the setup. Cameron.
It was a whirl.
Ooh.
that's good.
Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see what everyone else has.
Oh, I gotta think.
Tell me my colorblind answer didn't work.
I really hope someone can guess the canonical punchline.
I'm trying.
to this setup.
Yeah,
I'm
let
really
me-
trying here.
Did you hear the joke about the toilet?
It was shitty.
That was the first
That's
thing
too
that popped into my
obvious.
head.
Also, would they put that on a Laffy Taffy? Probably not.
Well, they put medical length dissertations on Laffy Taffies according to Dante.
That's true.
So
That's true.
No, we debunked that.
Oh,
someone get the fact
Maybe it's
checker
just-
here. Hello,
maybe I had generic brand Laffy Taffy.
The
Dante,
wrapper
I
was
think you were
so
just
big.
reading books.
That's not true. I can't read.
It's like a stick of gum, like attached to the
Just
bottom of it.
in between 2 pages of a library book.
He had funny gummy or something like that.
Okay, wait. I gotta get back in the toilet.
You said, did you
mindset.
hear
Hang
the
on.
joke?
I gotta
about
get
the
back in the
Is
toilet
that it?
mindset.
Did you hear the joke about the toilet? This one's so open-ended. I love it.
Can you give like a time limit on this?
No.
Got this. Here,
Aidan.
I'm giving one. It was so flushing funny. I don't know.
Ooh. You think they had an F word euphemism
Yeah.
in there? Dante, did you hear the joke about the toilet?
Some say it when you heard it, it was like
my God.
being. Just stick with me, okay?
So what Dante's doing right now is a bit.
No.
He's answering long things.
He's answering
Yes.
the joke
We've
with a
come
bit.
full circle, and that in
Ahem.
itself is a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Some say when you heard the toilet joke, it would be like sitting on a porcelain throne, but I thought it was
Ripping
more like a porcelain groan.
Oh, I do like that.
Porcelain.
I do like that. And I love that it implies that the Laffy Taffy had an opinion about the toilet.
Its own joke.
I once again don't know who's the closest.
Come on, I was the closest. I had to
Aidan.
have been.
It was kind of stinky. I don't know. Maybe I got
You're
further
telling me
away from the flush. and
it was
volley.
a whirl is not at least
was
in the
a whirl.
spirit of Laffy Taffy.
What if it was like it came from a potty mouth?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Just end this. I don't care.
Laffy Taffy will not hire you three.
Something
wait.
Something about a
guess.
plunger.
I thought the whirl thing was good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the answer, and we'll democratically decide who deserves.
What if it was like? Have you heard the joke about the toilet?
Alex,
Because
please,
when I
just
heard
say
it,
something.
I peed my pants. I shit you not.
Incontinence. That's the joke. Incontinence.
It was the double. They did the pee. The pee. You're like,
Alec,
they
please.
did it was
Alec,
the fake
please.
one.
Please.
They
Joke
got
about
pee.
the
Alec,
toilet.
I am
remember, like, that was the
begging
pun,
you to continue.
But then he follows it up.
Alec,
Did you hear the
the
joke
spin.
about the
not.
toilet? Never mind. It's too dirty.
I think.
What?
I think the stink.
That's a joke.
That's it.
I think
That's
the
it.
whirl is
I think
the
mine's
closest
better.
in spirit
Oh,
to the
in
Laffy
spirit.
Taffy.
And
Honestly,
and
it is.
with your spirit,
I don't know. Not to advocate for myself, but that's exactly
how
what
many
I'm
points
about to
does
do.
everyone have?
What? No, come on. We just got to decide.
I have 3.
Because I had the little nod to a dirty joke with the F word substitute.
That's true.
I said a joke, and then everyone was like, "Oh, that's good."
Mine said potty mouth, so
Yeah.
I should get points.
Dante said I shit you not, which is pretty funny.
I did say
All
I
right.
shit you not.
It's time for a tiebreaker. I have a list of 100 Laffy Taffy.
Oh my god.
I think it should be whoever actually gets the first correct.
We're
riddle
nixing that
answer.
one, and we're jumping to and special thanks to ScaryMommy.com for their comprehensive list of Laffy Taffy jokes.
Yeah, thank you, scary mommies.
Bonus question number 16.
Oh my god, we're gonna be here all night.
We will.
Hold on, I'm trying to pick a good one.
Just wait till just listening to my
Just go down the
super
list
long
and have each of us guess one.
dissertation.
Someone gets it.
Here we go.
answers.
Yeah, we
What
should.
do you call this one? I think you can get. What do you call a sad strawberry?
It's a blueberry.
It's a blueberry. Congrats.
What? Come on.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, that's it. We laughed our taffies off. How many points does everyone have?
I'm at 11 now, if that counts.
I'm at 8.
I'm at 3.
Okay.
Anyone's game.
It's anyone's game. It's time to award the whoever made me laugh the hardest points.
I think you should just give it to yourself. I feel like none of us are deserving.
You had the good bits.
I laughed a lot. Hey, if I was just sitting in this room by myself, I would not be laughing. I need you guys.
Aw.
I'm gonna give him to Dante.
Yeah.
Because of his commitment to the bit in round 3.
Yeah.
To answer with a long form every time.
Hell yeah.
Not giving up. Okay, but we never revealed the challenge.
I have a guess.
I
Does
also
anyone
have
want
a
to
guess.
challenge any?
I'd
of
like to
mine?
lock in my challenge question.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I.
You lick a D's.
Correct. I don't think you lick
You
these
lick a
exists.
D's nuts is the correct
Okay.
answer.
Well,
Unless he's just terribly mispronouncing an actual human's name.
Like brother.
Okay, Cameron, do you have a challenge? Do you want to hear the other?
I'm gonna hop on
answers?
the bandwagon.
Wait, actually, I do want to hear all of them just in case. There's one
Wait.
that seems more sus.
Okay, here's the answers.
One hilarious answer summary later.
Ooh.
None of those.
I'm still locked in. I've had this written down since the question was
What's the one
asked.
before you look at these question?
When Mercutio says, "Ask for me tomorrow, and you
okay,
shall find me a grave
that's,
place."
That's right.
Or grave man.
I think it's either the Eulipides or the Norm Macdonald one.
I could see the Norm Macdonald one. That was my second guess as well. I'm gonna go with Eulipides though.
Spice
I
it
was
up,
suspicious
Kieran.
from
Be
the
different,
start.
because then you can win.
Locked in on Eulipides.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everyone challenges the same one, then the points are just going to be.
I'm going the Norm Macdonald one, Alex.
Okay, you challenge that Norm Macdonald made too many jokes about O.J. Simpson, and that's why I got fired.
Yeah, that seems like a thing SNL would make jokes about.
Okay, the answer that I made up is the Eulipides.
Yeah.
Because Eulipides was best known for Eulipides nuts.
That's right.
I should have counted that
That's
in
what
there.
he was known for.
And I
was.
These nuts.
I think I talked both of you out of it in the moment to challenge it in the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to see what else was down
Didn't
the pipe.
last.
I had it
but
written
in
down.
reality,
No pun intended.
the "How do you like your haircut in silence" is from ancient Egyptians.
Ah.
I think I
It's
lost
still a joke from ancient Egypt.
the entire episode.
So -3 for Cameron and +3 for both Dante and Aidan. What's the final score?
I'm at
I have
14, baby.
Wow.
What
So
do you
you
got, Cam?
win, I guess.
I have 5.
Oh, I got 6, not last.
Whoa!
The comeback.
All right. Well, I hope everybody experienced the peak of comedy just like I did, because we've rolled into the station at Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, Australia.
I forgot that's where we were heading, in all honesty.
And that's it. We're done. We can't do any more comedy.
Bring me
No more
some
funny.
Laffy Taffy jokes. Give me some more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read Laffy Taffy jokes as the song fades out.
Yes,
so
please.
first, I'd like to thank Vert producer our theme song 5978, which is a certified banger. Thanks for writing Bus One. We'll see you next week. Why did they bury the battery? Because it was dead.
Aw.
What is the raddest aircraft? The helicopter. It ran out of juice.
Wait, give me try to let me try to get a first
Okay.
toss at him.
What do sneezes wear on their feet?